What's going on, everybody? I said, what's going on, everybody? We've got another great live stream for you tonight. We are going to be talking about no other than Anton Daniels, the biggest grifter. Yes. Make sure that you guys like this stream. Make sure that you guys hit that notification bell and make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel. How are you guys feeling tonight? I am coming at you live from the West Coast. It is 11:44 p.m. Yes, I just can't seem to start these lives any earlier. I just got in maybe 30, 40 minutes ago. Let me know in the comment section where you are watching from, and are you a Anton Daniels fan or hater? But before we get into this show, we're gonna wait for more people to come in. Last night's show took like a half an hour and then a crowd came in. But we are going to be talking about Anton Daniels again. He's like the most talked about, one of the most talked about YouTubers to start 2026. I see him in my feed every day. And not only his videos, but videos from other content creators. One of the most talked about YouTubers. Last night we ended the show like it was after 2 o'clock in the morning out west. It was after 2 o'clock in the morning out west last night. We had a good crowd really, really late. There were so many people that do not have jobs that were on the live with me until about 2:30 in the morning or 4:30 out east. It was wild last night. Um and we might talk about some other topics. I didn't really see any other like really crazy story that dropped today. What do you guys think about this? I don't know where you guys live, but what do you guys think about this Guthrie, somebody in Arizona, the mother of some news anchor, blah blah blah. I kept seeing like this in my phone constantly, and I didn't know what it was. So I went to Google and I typed the name in to figure out why did I keep seeing this older white woman every website I went, all over YouTube, like everywhere. So now I understand it now because I looked it up, but it's just amazing how, the FBI, the police, the, federal government or whoever is getting so active so quick, especially when you're, uh, now I wouldn't just say white, but also when you are alleged, I guess she's this woman that's missing, that it doesn't seem by the story that it she could be alive. Um, it's amazing how quickly and fast, you know, the police and law enforcement will act when you're someone that I guess they care about. When you're not someone they care about, they drag their feet. But I don't know. I looked that story up, and because I kept seeing it in my phone. Like, why do I keep seeing this old white woman in my phone everywhere I look? I keep seeing her. Like, I didn't know who she was. But let me know if you guys were seeing that too. Like, I felt like I was being bombarded. Like, every site that I go on, I kept seeing her. I just didn't know who the hell she was. Mm. So we are back tonight to talk about Anton Daniels. I saw a very good video from another content creator. You guys have probably heard of her, I'm pretty sure, because she talks about Anton Daniels every day. The channel was Lakeisha Keisha, and she really broke it down, like, pulling up, how Dante, I was gonna say Dante London, how Anton Daniels was able to grow his channel from 587,000 to 1.1 million, and he did it fast. Cuz I remember, I mean, I've been subscribed to Anton, I'm going to say for mm, a year to a year and a half. I'm not really sure, but I came across Anton, we'll say in the last year and a half. And I noticed without watching Lakeisha Keisha's channel, I noticed the same thing, that his channel was rapidly growing, like at rates I've never seen. Like, I'm subscribed to over a couple hundred channels. So, and I'm aware that out of the couple hundred channels, everyone doesn't post every day. Everyone's not posting 4 or 5 videos a day. I get that. But of course, I have some channels I follow that are tiny, medium. I mean, I follow channels with only a couple hundred people. I follow channels that got, 1,000, 20,000. We're all, I'm pretty sure we all follow channels of different sizes. I even follow channels with millions, even more than Anton Daniels. And I've never seen a channel. I don't even think Kevin Samuels, when he was booming, was growing this fast. Like, Anton's, or we're in February. So when I watched the a video today from the other content creator, she showed and proved that since June of 2025 to now, which would be what, 7 months or 8 months? We'll go with 8 months. Okay. So in the last 7 to 8 months, Anton Daniels has been able to double his subscribers, which is unheard of. He had 587,000 in June of 2025, and now he has 1.1 million. And the reason why the content creator brought this up is because he went on another content creator's podcast named Just Pearly. I heard of her, never followed her career, so I don't know much about her. And he learned strategies of how to build his channel fast, and the way he built his channel this fast is by doing what a lot of, okay, doing what some content creators and social media personalities do, is trash black people to get views. If you pick a group that you really, if you pick a group but it can't be like LGBTQ, and you can't use J people or you will get your channel taken away. But if you use black people, like, or black women, as we've seen in the past, and you make videos, or your personality becomes to the point where the when you know how Anton Daniels does a lot of trending stories. I've noticed, definitely, like, I don't know for how long, but definitely over the last few months, any story that has a black female in it, or like has any woman, have you guys noticed that he always trashes women? It's not like straight up like in your face like a Fresh and Fit, but it's a little bit more than subtle. So when I see his shorts and his shorts videos, and there's a woman that, is what the video is about, he always throws women under the bus, which is what men love. Not saying every man loves that, but like, it's controversial. Throw black women under the bus. Throw women in general under the bus. Throw black people under the bus. He never takes the sides of women or the sides of black people. A lot of people would say that he takes the sides. If the story has like a white person in it, he would take their side. Now, he doesn't obviously say I'm taking their side, but he would answer or like give his opinion in a way that we would expect a white person to, typically, how they would typically give their opinion. So it shocks black people because they're like, how could this black man from Detroit, from the Motor City, how could this black man from Detroit, I believe Detroit's the blackest city in America. I've never been there. I've only been in the airport. I believe Detroit's like 85% black. So, people are like shocked. How does this black man, who's married to a black woman, that has a black daughter, that grew up in Detroit with black parents and family, how can he say these things about black people? How come he will make comments, that, undermine racism, or, how can he make comments that, like, he never sees he never agrees with the side of a woman. He does the same thing that all the black manosphere men do. Um, Women are 304s. Women are, we know the talking points, right? He does the same thing, and it's all for shock value. It's all for clicks and views. And, there are some people, I'm sure, that are serious when they hear these things. They probably unsubscribe and don't watch. I mean, you would probably have to block his channel to never see him, because I see him in my feed every day, from his actual channels. And then now I see videos of other content creators like O'Shea and that Keisha channel. They constantly make money. I'm sorry, they constantly make videos about Anton Daniels. I mean, he's like everywhere, kind of like how I was saying about that woman earlier who's missing. That's like 84 years old. But anyways, Anton Daniels is everywhere. And, I don't understand. Now, I'm not knocking nobody's hustle. He got himself to a million, and, it all depends on how you guys want to look at it. And before I explain that, if you guys would like to hit the Cash App, it's at the bottom of the screen. And make sure that you guys like this stream and subscribe to the channel. When you come on the Kelly Sphere, drop some comments. Don't be afraid. I want to know that you guys are real people and not bots. It's almost midnight here out west. We just got started 12 minutes ago, and if you guys are nice, we might go a couple hours so you can continue hearing about this Anton Daniels drama. Now, let's keep it real. You know, most content creators don't have 1 million subscribers, and we would all love to have 1 million subscribers. However, I've thought about this myself without, this discovery of how he got to 1 million subscribers. I mean, I've noticed with the Manosphere, with the, videos of people, like the Fresh and Fits. Even Kevin Samuels was accused of, being very hard on black women, right? A lot of people, like, look, if you pick a group, but not one that's going to get your channel taken, and you hone in on that group constantly and keep bashing that group, the people that don't like that group, or they want to feel good about themselves, because some people feel good when another person or group is getting uh is getting torn down. So, a lot of tactics that some men like to use is, tearing down women. Haven't we all heard the, talking points like, I'm going to go to insert country. I'm going to go to Thailand, the Philippines, Kenya, Brazil, Dominican Republic, because those women are more feminine. American women are trash. They're garbage. Like, I'm sure, like, if you guys have been on YouTube long enough, you stumbled across videos of male content creators that, what is that called? Like the Passport Bros movement, that believe that type of stuff. They believe that when they go to these other countries, if they're lucky enough to meet a woman in these other countries, that woman really likes him for him. It's not because you're an American and you have more money than the men in their own country. And then, there's the talking points about black women. Now, okay, then you have the talking points about black women being very negative on them. Black women are this, black women are that. I also the single mother thing, like that one I find so annoying. I don't have any kids myself, so don't start thinking, well, she's just saying this because she's probably a single mother. No, I'm not a single mom. I have no kids. I don't understand how black men have the audacity to open their mouth when they're probably the group that creates the most single moms, to sit up on the internet all day talking about single moms. And then, there are even dudes, they have kids their own self, talking about they don't want a single mom. Well, do you think single women want men that are single fathers? Nobody wants that either. But these are the type of, my point in bringing up black women, bringing up the Passport Bros, bringing up the single mother thing, is these type of sentiments get people very riled up and angry. And a lot of people might say, that they don't like it, right? But then they continue to watch for shock value. And then, the more crazier things come out of your mouth, somebody might share that video, or people are going to think like, oh, like, let's say, for example, even you're black and you say something crazy about, what people might say is crazy about black people. And they'll be like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that he would say this about his own people. Well, a lot of these people, some of them are serious, And some of them are just doing it for clicks and views. And here's the deal: Anton Daniels is one of the ones who's doing it for clicks and money. And I guess it depends on how you look at it. Some people would say, well, obviously his what he's doing all this for money. So some people would say, that they're just trying to get the bag by any means necessary. So it's like, it depends on how you look at it. Are we looking at it from a moral, standpoint, what's actually right? Or are we like looking at it from, I'm just trying to get the money. I don't give a damn. I'll say whatever I gotta say to get a check, basically. And he's basically at that point. He's not as bad as like Fresh and Fit, but he's about halfway there. And that is the strategy. Because if you want to, here's one point about social media when you're a content creator. I'm not saying that this is true, but I have heard that I have heard that for the content, for the channels that are not, that are fake, for the channels that are not faceless, um that YouTube pushes your content towards people that look like you. So if you're black, they push your content towards black people when the algorithm sees a black person talking. So let's think about this. If black people are 13 or 14% of the United States population, and obviously all the people black people in America don't watch YouTube, out of 100%, if you're only 13%, and YouTube was pushing your content to people, that they believe would want to watch your content. Just like, think about like this. I think Asians are about 4 or 5%. So my point about bringing up race is the race that is more dominant would get pushed more, unless you can break through that barrier and become someone like a Will Smith, where everybody loves you. Well, they may not love Will Smith anymore, but you get what I mean. The person who's going to make more money and have more appeal is the one that appeals to like more people, not just appealing only to black people. So when some of you guys follow channels that are pro black, for example, right? Now, that's great that they're pro black, but for the people that just want to get the money, they don't really care. The channels that are more controversial, saying crazy things about different communities, or talk about more diverse um, topics, are going to appeal to more people. If you just talk about black issues, you're mostly going to be probably appealing only to black people. Of course, other races, anyone's capable of watching anything if they want to watch it. I'm sure white people are watching black channels and stuff, but it's not like even half of them are. So by Anton, trashing black people on the videos where there are black people, black women, he can reach more people that like to hear negative opinions about black people. And then think about it. If you're a non-black person and you're following a content creator or watching a video of a content creator say something disparaging about women, about black women, about black people, he might be saying something that you already thought, but now you don't feel guilty because it's a black person saying it. Well, he's saying it. He's just telling them what they want to hear, kind of like the black fatigue thing. Um, so yeah, that's what I think about that. Now, I don't know. It all really depends on how you guys think about it. Like, would you say or do anything for money? Um, I mean, honestly, we never know how long this YouTube thing is gonna go, or how long they will do. You never know. Anything could change in next year. They're like, we will no longer pay creators. So he's probably just trying to get as much money as he can while the iron is hot. So, some people are going to think like that. I'm just trying to get the bag. And then you have people that would probably say, um, you have people that would, kind of come from a moral, I don't know, like they would, I don't know, they would come from like a moral standpoint, like this is not right. So I don't know. Is it good what he does? No, because some of the videos, some of the stuff that he says, yes, it does piss me off. But then I got to remember that from a creator standpoint, he's just doing and saying this stuff for views. Like, I don't really take it seriously. I don't take it as seriously. But like I mentioned earlier, that content creator, I watched her video today. She was definitely right. His channel has dramatically taken off in the last 7 to 8 months. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I can't open my YouTube app without him being definitely either the top video or one of the top videos I see like in my news feed. And like there's other content creators I follow that I watch and I don't see all their videos, but they constantly show me Anton Daniels videos. Um, and before all of this, I've thought the same thing. Like in my head, I'm aware that if I start saying more controversial things, that my channel will blow up faster, because people say one thing and then they do the next. People will say like, don't talk about black women. Don't talk about no fat shaming. I mean, like, think about it. Pick any group and just keep bashing them constantly, and you could blow up. I've thought about doing this myself, to be honest, but I just couldn't. The reason why I haven't done it after 2 years on YouTube is that, like, say your channel, when your channel does grow to a number where, you would be deemed a big channel or something. I wouldn't want people that I actually know in my real life to, okay, let's say for example, I'm out and about, one day I have a big channel. Let's say I got 100,000 subscribers. I want to be proud of the work of the videos that I make. I don't want to be ashamed because I know I'm saying things that are so wild and crazy that I cannot tell anybody in my real life. I couldn't even show them my channel because I'd be afraid that of what they might hear. So that's why I don't do it. So I'm thinking about that. And instead of like, just getting to the bag. But I want to remind you guys, when you come in here, to make sure that you guys like this stream. It is midnight. It is 12:12 in the morning. The least that you can do is like the stream. Help a girl out. If this was Anton Daniels or a larger channel, you guys would have already been liked. So make sure that you guys like this stream right now. Hit that notification bell. I've been going live lately, the last few nights. And if you guys enjoy this, I don't know how many people are live at midnight on a Thursday night, and you want YouTube to recommend that I'm live so that you don't miss me. I'll probably be live tomorrow night. I don't know what I'll be talking about, but I will probably most likely be live this same exact time tomorrow night. If you ain't got nothing to do on a Friday night. So make sure that you guys like this stream and subscribe to the channel. If you like to donate, the Cash App is running down below. It is the Kelly24. Anything is appreciated, even 99 cents. I could get an Arizona iced tea, bitch. So if you would like to donate, a buck or two, it is down below. So we're going to take like a quick 60-second break so I can drink my ice cold water that I got from Sprouts. So don't go anywhere, and we are going to keep talking about Anton Daniels. Can somebody out there break the ice and drop a comment in the comment section? Let me know that there's a real live person and that you guys are not just all bots. Somebody write a comment right now. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Let me know if any of you guys were on the live stream last night. But I would like to drink my cold water. So we're going to be back in like 60 seconds. All right. I'm not going to start talking anymore until you guys get the likes up right now. I'm going to give you guys like 30 seconds to like this stream right now. Come on, guys, get the likes up. I think you guys are just using me. I think that you guys are just using me because you have nothing to do in the middle of the night and you want me to talk to you until you fall asleep. I think that's what it is. I think that I'm being played. I think that I am being played. And you want me to talk to you. I am so hurt right now. I thought that we were friends. I think that's what it is. I thought that we were friends. Oh my gosh. I think that I am. All right. So, did you guys know that Anton Daniels of Detroit makes over $100,000 a month throwing your black asses? Now, we're going to get raw now. We're going to get raw. I was warming up. I just got home like maybe like 2 hours ago, okay? We are warming up. We are just warming up, you know. I guess for me, sometimes it's hard to go like hard as soon as I, start a video, but we're gonna get raw now. Anton Daniels of Detroit makes over $100,000 per month. And this I know is true because I did see a video of him about a year ago or so where I don't know, it was like in it was the end, it was 2025. And let me know if you guys have seen this video. He himself showed that he made like, how much was it? I don't know. It was around 1 million, or it was like 900 and something thousand. I don't know. But I saw a video with Anton Daniels where he showed some payment from Google, and yes, it was really around $1 million, and that was a year ago. So I don't, a lot of content creators on different platforms might are claiming that they're making less. So I don't know if he made any less in 2025 than he did in 2024, but his channel has grown tremendously, so he's probably making the same or more. So your buddy Anton Daniels is making more than $1 million a year throwing your black asses under the bus, doing whatever, saying whatever he's got to say to keep butts watching him. He doesn't care. He lives in the blackest city in America, and I don't even know how he could walk with his head held high. But again, some people can be bought for, I mean, obviously I'm sure before the million, once he started making a couple 100,000, I'm sure he sold his soul to get that money. He doesn't care. That's his hustle. He probably thinks I'll repent later, and then his white viewership goes up. Like I was saying earlier, the key is to appeal to the most people possible. Why pigeonhole yourself just to black people? They're only 13% of the population. If I know that black people will still keep watching me regardless of what I say, I already know I got them on lock. Now let me try to get the white people on lock, and now I'm really winning. Now, in the last 2 weeks, I've made some videos about Anton Daniels, just like a lot of content creators have. I honestly, before the last 2 weeks, I've only ever made two videos about Anton Daniels. But obviously, everybody's talking about Anton Daniels. So I thought I would join in the fun, as well. So, all of these videos that you see on the screen have come out in the last 2 weeks. The very first one, Views Down, the fall of Anton Daniels, I actually dropped that today. We're almost at 2,000 views. So make sure that you check that video out. Then the next one, The Nerve, is about, O'Shea Duke Jackson. I can't stand this guy. Like, I really can't. So that guy, he made some comments about Anton Daniels' wife, how she looks. And so I'm here to say, like, you got some nerve to be talking about how anybody else looks when you're ugly as fuck. Like, I'm sorry, O'Shea is ugly. Like, I don't even know, like, who would talk to him. He should be thanking God that he got on YouTube like a decade ago and all the money that he makes, because it's his money that will, attract women, because it's not going to be your looks. Then the other two videos, Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels, of course, frauds. And then another video, is it true? Was Anton Daniels tapping that or not? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Y'all know how black men are, right? Let's throw black men under the bus for a little bit. Why not? Y'all know how black men love to throw black women under the bus and talk shit about them. So let's throw black men under the bus, This may not even be throwing them under the bus, because I don't think anything I'm about to say can be denied. Like they always say, when black men get money, you'll see what they really want. They use the dark-skinned woman when, they don't got no money. When they don't have any money, they keep it dark. Then once they get some money, they go to their preference. They might get a light-skinned biracial chick. I hate all these terms because I feel like it's like the same person. But when these black men get some money, then you see who they really are. Yes, they trade in their dark-skinned wife for a light-skinned woman. Have you guys ever seen Diary of a Mad Black Woman? And, most nowadays, I don't know where y'all live, but where I live, they don't even go for light-skinned. They just go straight to white. Like, I don't even see black guys where I live with mixed race women. They just go straight for white. That's it. I either see a black man with a black woman or a white woman. It's almost like no in between. That's it. Or a Mexican here and there. But, is Anton Daniels going to do the same thing? Now that he's got his millions, is he going to go after the woman that he's really attracted to? Why am I like on Google and I could find multiple images of Anton Daniels at NBA basketball games with women that are not his wife? I don't know. But we're all black though, right? Black is black, they say. It only takes one drop. I want to go to an NBA. I want to go to a Detroit Pistons basketball game. I mean, I would go as long as I ain't paying for it. I've been hearing that concession prices are out of hand. We always blame everything on inflation. So, I mean, I'm down to go to an NBA basketball game. I need my popcorn. I don't even know. I haven't been to an NBA game in so long. I've been to a lot of Phoenix Suns games. I wonder why. But it's been a while since I've been to a game. Like, oh my goodness, I need to start having fun again and going to sporting events, bowling, all that type of stuff. So, I asked this question last night, but nobody was brave enough to answer it. I asked, who looks better, this Mika or Anton Daniels' wife? And I don't think that Anton Daniels' wife is unattractive. But I'm a woman. You can't ask me, you got to ask the men. So if there's any men brave enough to answer the question, let me know in the comments section. Who do you guys think is more attractive? Do you guys believe that Anton Daniels was messing with, the woman on the left on the side? In case you missed last night's live, this is the live from last night. So, if you're interested, if you love just watching, YouTube videos all day, like I love, I just love watching YouTube videos when I'm driving, when I'm working on, I just love it. So, this is the thumbnail for the live stream from last night. So after this one, feel free to go check this one out. So tonight we are talking about Anton Daniels and how he's the biggest grifter. Um we're talking about how, his hustle is throwing women, and black people under the bus for views, and it's working. What do you guys think? You know, should people, or would you in this position, um, sell out your own people and women for views and money, or would you do more of quote unquote the right thing? Hmm. So we have a comment. Thank you, Alexander Bryant, 9875. So we have a comment. The right thing. What is the right thing? Well, there's two ways, like I said earlier, there is two ways to look at this. Some people will say and do anything to get money and views. And some people, like I was saying earlier, I've thought about doing this method of, attacking a certain group and making that your niche so that people will know. Like, let's say, for example, if you guys have ever watched Fresh and Fit, you guys know that they are very hard on women. They're very hard on black women. So people typically watch things that they want to keep seeing. So, like, I never subscribed to Fresh and Fit. I've seen the clips. I know what they're about, but it's not something I personally would want to watch. So, I mean, think about it. Who would watch a channel that's, you know, that their niche is talking down on black women? So if you like that, if you keep watching that, that would mean that that's what you like, that's what you want to hear, because either you don't like black women or it makes you feel good to hear those men degrade another group of people. So, like, the videos I've noticed for months, even if it's not black people, Anton Daniels never sides with women. The videos that he has that has a woman in it, you know, he always finds a way to trash them. He always, and it's sometimes it's kind of subtle, but it's there. It almost comes across like he doesn't like women. He's doing the same thing that a lot of other former popular content creators were doing for clicks and views. But by the right thing is that I'm sure, there's okay, so there's people that will do anything or say anything for money, even if they don't really believe it. And there's kind of like the moral, like, I don't know, like the more, like, what is morally right? You're a black man, and trying to think of how I'm going to say this, but you're a black man. So it's just, I mean, let's face it, most black people that have channels are not going to go on YouTube, trashing black people all day. So when, like the channels that do that, like the Hodge twins, and I think that they do the same thing. I think that they're obviously way worse. However, I think that their method is they're just saying anything about black women or black people to get money. They don't even give a damn. Like, they're really bad. But I don't watch those channels. Appreciate your second comment. Mm, no, I don't take him. I don't know. I don't believe it. I would say, how could you grow up in the city of Detroit when you are around like 85% black people? Like, I'm not even in a black city. My city's like 5% black. Am I a black woman? What is a black woman? Let's play this game now. What is a black woman? Are you asking me, do I have black skin? Are you asking me, am I a black American? Like, what exactly is it that you would like to know? So, even if I'm a black woman, I wonder who's in the right of the screen. But even if I am a black woman, like you just said, all black people are not the same. Like there's black people all over the world. Like I could be an immigrant or something. Are your parents of African descent? African descent. Well, one of my parents is from Jamaica, and the other one is from Africa, yes. But I would say that, I don't know. There's the answer to your question. I don't know why a white person would make a stream about Anton Daniels at 12:30 in the middle of the night. I don't think they care that much. But I mean, I know that Anton Daniels is just getting to the bag. Like I said, you never know. Like I don't know if you guys watch TikTok, but there's been a lot of videos with content creators. Some people saying, how just so you're a black woman. Yeah, but I'm not your black probably. Like that's I don't know what you're getting at, but a black person to okay, I don't believe that. I don't have that mentality like all black people are the same. Like yes, my skin is black, it doesn't mean that I think like you. I mean, I got parents from other countries. Do you think that I have the same, like I was raised the same way that a black American was? No, I wasn't. uh like they have their own foods that they eat, their own music. So I'm influenced by both cultures, the American culture obviously, and the cultures of my parents. Yeah, but Anton Daniels doesn't think like how most black Americans think. Most black Americans think the same. And I'm not saying that everything that Anton Daniels says is for shock. Okay, certain things that he says, I know that he's saying it for shock value. I mean, you want to keep people talking about you. Like this YouTube game, TikTok game is all for clicks and views. Like I would like some of the people that I brought up, like they probably believe some of the stuff they're saying, but they go overboard to get more attention, and get people talking about them. But what I'm getting at is, I don't believe somebody's in a city that's like 85% black, which means that like I'm not even in a city like that. I don't believe someone's in a city that's 85% black where all your interactions are black and all the stuff that he's saying, but then he's walking around with black women and allegedly cheating on his wife and doing all this stuff. That's how I know that's how I know that this is a grift. You're a black man from South Carolina. Okay. I've been to South Carolina. I've been to Myrtle Beach, but I don't. You know what? Okay, this is what I always say. Myrtle Beach is not South Carolina. Myrtle Beach is like, and I like Myrtle Beach. I like any beach, by the way. But I went to Myrtle Beach. Was I there once or twice? I went to Myrtle Beach once, like a decade ago. And Myrtle Beach is nothing like the rest of South Carolina because Myrtle Beach is where all the tourists are. So for me, Myrtle Beach is like cool. I also went to Greenville, South Carolina, and when I was there for probably like, you know what? I'm lying. I went to Greenville, South Carolina like twice, I believe. I don't know. I can't be living in them places. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know how you guys do it. I don't know how black people live in southern states. It was too racist there for me. Like more direct than like I'm used to. But I did really like Myrtle Beach, but that's not really the South. How did you find South Carolina? Well, Out of I'm not bragging, but out of 50 states, I've been to 42. So I love to travel. I have a travel channel, but I don't post anything there. But um, I've been to 42 states, so eventually I'm going to go to all 50. One time, me and a friend, I think we flew into like Raleigh. We flew into Raleigh, North Carolina, and we drove down to Myrtle Beach. We were there for probably about 4 or 5 days. It was very nice. I love beaches though, so like I know I'm gonna like it. Then another time, me and a friend, we went to Greenville, South Carolina. One thing that's different about South Carolina than being out west is that you guys, you already know this, you guys have Waffle House literally on like every damn corner. I like Waffle House. Like, it is not like where I live. We only have like about 9 Waffle Houses. Like, so it's not like how where you live. Like, they're like gas stations. It was crazy. I don't know. But like, I did like, so I guess I could say like, I don't know, was South Carolina pretty? Did I enjoy myself? I did, but I don't think I would uproot myself and move into like an area where I don't think that I would uproot myself and move over there. Well, I don't want to say I think. I know I would not uproot myself and move over there because it's too like racist. Like, so that's my answer. I would travel to those places, go to the beach, take photos, but I think I'm a Western person. I'm a Western person. Like, I can't be dealing with that. We love breakfast too out west, but damn, there's like 400 like Waffle Houses, I think, in South Carolina. There's like an obscene number. There's only like 15 in my state. Like, that's it. Like, so I don't really eat at Waffle House. I would eat at Waffle House more if they were like on every corner. But I'm not driving like a half an hour to go eat at Waffle House. But, I would definitely go back. So I'm from California. Did you guys know that there's no Waffle Houses in California? Do you know that the last Western state that has a Waffle House is Arizona? And the most northern state with like a Waffle House is Colorado. I know this because I ate there. But no, I am not from California. I am in Arizona, which is right next door to California. But yeah, don't think any type of way. I would go back to South Carolina, but so Arizona is nothing like South Carolina. We don't got all these forest trees all over the place. Obviously, we don't have a beach. We don't have Waffle Houses and Cracker Barrels on like every corner. But we do have those restaurants. But it's not going to be like easy, like, we don't got soul food restaurants on every corner. Now, there are areas where you're going to find more of those kind of restaurants, but not in the area like where I am. I would have to go like more into the city. You know how it is, like certain type of people live in this area, blah, blah, blah. You ask a lot of questions. So I grew up in Arizona. I might have, but I would consider myself pretty well traveled because before I was 18, I never went to another state. I never went to another state or country until I was like 18. Where most people, when I'm imagining if you're in South Carolina, you might have had some like, summer vacation to Myrtle Beach or some other state, where when I was growing up, I never like I guess you could say are places where people would travel like out west could be like San Diego, LA, Vegas. Like I never did any trips like that. Um so I don't know if it had anything to do with my upbringing, but I just love traveling. I'm not a homebody at all. I could be anywhere and feel comfortable and enjoy myself. Oh my gosh, are you giving me a free place to stay? Your hometown is 15 miles away from Myrtle Beach. The South is the region that I haven't explored the most. But, the only state I've been to, like, I wouldn't say a lot, but I've been to Florida a few times. I've been to Atlanta a couple times, and I've been to Orlando, Daytona Beach. But I haven't really, obviously, I'm all the way in Arizona, so it's not like I'm going to be going to the South constantly. I've spent a lot more time in northern states and western states. I wonder what the temperature is like in South Carolina. I'm imagining that it's like 50, like that the highs are in the 40s or 50s. Here, even though you didn't ask, yesterday it was 86 degrees here, and I think today was like 83. So it's very warm in Arizona. Well, yes, I understand that the black experience is different in different states, but it's not like I haven't been to other states. Um, I probably spent like 50% of my life outside of Arizona. Um, People can live places, doesn't mean that they're always there. And I spent a lot of time in the Caribbean also. But I still wouldn't live in South Carolina. I'm sorry, it's too racist there. But I would definitely go back and visit. It's been like, I don't know, I think I probably went there like maybe like 2000, I don't know, if I had to guess, 2012, 2013, like around then. Do you also know, was it South Carolina? Oh, okay. So yeah, and when I went to South Carolina the first time, I went on some like cruise ship, and I believe okay, so I had never been on a cruise, right? And I'm sure that you're aware. I don't know if they've changed the laws there, but when I went there in like maybe 2000, well, it had to be 2011 actually. So I went to South Carolina in 2011, and I had never been on a cruise. I'd never been on a boat before. I don't think so. You guys don't have casinos like in your on your land. You have to go on a boat and move away. So I went on one of your cruises. It was like $10 or something, and it came with like a buffet. So that was probably the highlight of my trip. Going on that cruise, it was fun. It was like a couple hours. I'm imagining if you live in South Carolina, you've been on something like that. But the first like probably half an hour to hour, I was like almost gonna like throw up. I had never been in the ocean before. I don't think so. It was like my first time. And I just remember like laying there. I was laying like on a, I don't know, I was like laying on a booth or something. And then I started feeling better. And then me and my friend gambled for like the first time. If, okay, hold on. We got another comment. If you could live in any state, which state would you pick? I've never been to Charleston, South Carolina. I've only been to Myrtle Beach, and I've been to Greenville, Spartanburg. I have never been to Charleston or Columbia. But to answer your question, I'm from Arizona, and everything about my ancestry, I need it warm. Jamaican, African, Arizonan, like hot, hot, hot. So probably like there's probably only 5 states I could even live in because I don't like to be cold. I don't like snow. Like I don't like being cold. I don't know how people like being cold. So to answer your question, probably Florida. When you're from Arizona, you got like 5 options. I wouldn't pick California because there's way too many people living there. It's just way too crowded. Like if you've been to California before, like I'm from a city that has 6 million people in the metro, and when I go to California, I feel uncomfortable. And I'm in the fifth largest city in the country. But when I go to California, I feel like someone who's from a small town, like how they feel when they go to big cities. But to answer your question, uh, probably Florida. That's probably my only answer is Florida. Like I've thought about other states. I've thought about Texas, but I don't know. My Florida's my pick, and that's it. Well, I'm not picking states based on how many black people are in it. So, like, that doesn't bother me if the state doesn't have like 30 to 50% black demographics. Like, that's not how I decide where I would want to live. Um, Even if California was really black or not really black, there's over 40 million people living in California, and it's not normal. Like I don't know if you've been to California, but when you go to California, when you're in LA, like say like for example, I went to like a conference in LA like let's say like 8 to 10 years ago. I was staying at a hotel that was only 3 miles from where the conference was. And it took like 45 minutes to go 3 miles. Like, I can't live like that. Like, that's stupid. Like, why would I want to sit my whole entire life in traffic? So that's why I wouldn't want to live there. There's too many people, way too many people. You got traffic jams like in the middle of the night. Like I've been to San Francisco, but only for like 2 days, and it was like 10 years ago. I can't remember how many black people I saw, but I think that because you're from South Carolina, that's something you think about, where I don't feel like uncomfortable if there's not a whole bunch of black people because I'm never around a whole bunch of black people. The only time I've ever been around a whole bunch of black people is like in New Orleans, like in the French Quarter. Probably there. Um I don't know. That's probably the blackest place that I've been for the longest. But it was still probably like it was still probably honestly like 50-50 white and black. But I don't know. I don't think I guess the way that you're thinking, like how it's coming across through your messages, I don't think like that because I'm not growing up in that environment. And to be honest with you, I don't want to live in a black city because almost all of them, like, I mean, the most prominent black cities are like Detroit. Like, why would I want to live there? Like, if you're born there, of course you're gonna think like, oh wow, I like it there. But who in their right mind would leave Arizona and move to Detroit? There's like nobody that would do that. And want to know how I know that they wouldn't do that? Because people from the Midwest are all moving south. Like the states that are growing are like Utah, Arizona, Colorado. People that are tired of the cold all moved to the same like 5 states. And then like when black people move to Arizona, they're all coming from Chicago or Detroit. So if those places were so good, why are they leaving? Like nobody leaves Arizona and moves to Detroit. I can guarantee you they wouldn't do that. But people from Detroit come to Arizona. I dated somebody from Detroit before, so I know this. It's not very cheap in Arizona or Utah. 10 years ago, or maybe about, see, that's the thing. People think that the prices are still the same how they were like 15 years ago. No, Arizona is not cheap at all. It used to be cheap, but everything has changed. Just like I'm sure in South Carolina, it's not cheap anymore. Arizona used to be dirt cheap. You could get like a brand new build, 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom home for probably like 150. It ain't like that no more. You need like 350,000, 400,000 at least. And those prices like 350, 400 are to live like in suburbs that are far away. Like, far away, like, because I'm in like I don't know how you live, but when I'm saying suburbs, I mean like, okay, like I'm sure you've probably been to Houston or Dallas. So you have your big city, Phoenix, and you got a bunch of cities around Phoenix. Yeah, if you got 400,000, if you got, I never said the home was 3,000 square feet. I don't know how big they are, but it's not 300. Like I'm talking, I don't know. But what I'm saying is that you got to live like in some like unincorporated town or like in a suburb far away. If you actually want to live where people are wealthy or actually in the city of Phoenix, you need a lot more than that. 350 is, you can get a nice home, but you're going to be like in like, for example, I actually live in the city of Phoenix in the north. For people that have three, yeah, you can get like a townhouse for 350 in Phoenix, but you cannot buy a home. If there's a home for 350, it will be like really old or something. Or you would have to go to like a suburb that's 40, 50 miles away. That's still like a part of the Phoenix area, but it's far away. So obviously, if you buy a home 50 miles away where there's no jobs, so then you're going to be living in that nice home, right? But then you're going to drive back to Phoenix anyway to go to work. So whatever money you saved by going all the way out there, there's no real jobs in those places. If you have a career, you're going to have to drive back into the city anyways. So you need a lot more than 350, or you rent, but my point is that Arizona is not cheap like what you think. Neither is Utah. All these places, you need money now. Everywhere you need money. If your brother lived in the actual town of Paradise Valley, he would have to be a millionaire. I live actually in the Paradise Valley neighborhood. When people say Paradise Valley, now I don't know your brother, but Paradise Valley is nothing but mansions. So I highly doubt your brother lives there unless he's a millionaire, because there is no apartments, there's no townhouses. They don't even have any businesses in Paradise Valley. Paradise Valley is a town of like 20,000 that's like in the center of Phoenix. It's an actual town. Like people do live in Paradise Valley, but how would I say this? There's no businesses there. It's just homes. And Paradise Valley's in the mountains. So like there is no $1 million home. Every home there is like 10 million. Like we're talking several millions. So like when you live near Paradise Valley, they will call it like the Paradise Valley area or neighborhood, which I live somewhat close to Paradise Valley. I actually live in the Paradise Valley neighborhood, but I don't really live in Paradise Valley is my point. So unless he's a millionaire, like a real millionaire, I doubt he lives in the town, the actual town of Paradise Valley. But outside of the actual limit of Paradise Valley, it's still very nice. It's just you would just be living in Phoenix now, but in the Paradise Valley neighborhood. If that makes, if you get what I'm saying. But to live in Paradise Valley, you gotta have money. I mean, all you gotta do is go on Google, and you could look at how the houses look. Like I just said, they don't even have no businesses in Paradise Valley. There's no grocery store. There's when you're actually in the town of Paradise Valley, they don't have businesses. I think they have a church. But once you drive outside of Paradise Valley, then you have, your gas stations and all your stuff. But no, Paradise Valley is the richest town in Arizona, but only like 20,000 people live there. Like athletes and celebrities do live there. But like I said, you have to have millions to live there. No regular person could even fake living there because they don't even have apartments or townhouses. It's all mansions. But that's cool. If your brother lives there, good for him. Where I'm just saying, like, I don't know. So, what team did your brother play for? And I gotta kind of get back on the. Oh, he played for the Cardinals. Oh, wow. That's cool. What decade was he playing in the NFL? Like I don't know how old you are, but like the 90s, the early 2000s, like but then, like I said earlier, probably like Florida because I like warm weather. I don't like to be cold and all this BS. Like, I've spent time in North Dakota where it's negative 45. Like, I don't even know how people can live like that. I mean, I survived. I'm a survivor of negative 45 temperatures. Um, but like, I wouldn't want to live my life like this. You know what I mean? Like, I spent a lot of time in Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island. Like, these places, they're only like worth visiting like in the summer months. Like they're cute. Like you could go like New Hampshire, Maine. These places are cute, but I don't know how anybody can live in these places. They're cold. They are cold. But honestly, like I see myself as a like I want to be in the Caribbean. Like I want to be in the islands. Like I don't even care about America. I'm so sick of America. I don't know if you're still here, but I am so sick of America. Like I'm like so done. I hate all the things that we talk about like in popular culture. I hate hearing about Trump. I hate like I'm just tired. When you want to break. Like I want to be in the Cayman Islands. I don't give a damn about any of these states. I'd rather be in the Cayman Islands. I don't know if you've ever been there, but if you for all of you guys listening, I love the Cayman Islands. There is a beach there called 7 Mile Beach, and that's where I would love to be. I've been there twice. It is absolutely amazing. And you live in South Carolina, so I'm sure you can go on a cruise and then cruise to like, do one of those cruises where they go to like different countries. So I had a friend that was living in Portland, Maine, and she moved. to Dallas, Texas, in a suburb called Frisco, which is really nice. It was about 20 miles north of downtown Dallas. And I was thinking what you just said, that I was considering, like, oh, maybe to move to Dallas. This is probably, like, we're in 2026. So this is probably 2017 or 2018. And I had been to Dallas before, going there. Before my friend moved there, I had been to Dallas a couple times. But, I went there like on business and stayed for like 2 days or 3 days. So it's not it's different when you just travel somewhere and you stay like in the same area for 2 days. I didn't really see very much, right? So when my friend moved there, I stayed with her for like a whole week. So I got to really see what Dallas was like in the week that I was there versus like, landing at the airport and staying at a hotel really close to the airport is not really like seeing Dallas. So when I stayed at my friend's house, I realized, like, I don't know, I guess obviously I didn't move there. So like, I was thinking, like, there is way too many people in Dallas. Like, the traffic there was crazy. It took me an hour and 45 minutes to go from downtown Dallas to Frisco, which I would say is like 20 miles. And the Phoenix area, it doesn't take an hour and 45 minutes to go 20 miles. And they have like 8 million people there, and we have like 6 million people. So I guess those other 2 million make a difference, because I was like, hell no, I'm not moving here. And then also, what was I going to say? You got to pay to drive there. They got tolls. So like, I don't know, I don't remember in South Carolina if you guys have tolls, but in Arizona, we don't have tolls. So like, that's another thing to get used to, because I'm sure people that live there, they know where they're going. But when you're, when you're using your GPS driving around, you make mistakes. You accidentally, like, like, there's, how would I say this? Like, I'm sure you've been places where there's tolls, so you accidentally go on the wrong entrance and now you got to pay for it. Like, oh my, or, they're going to flash your freaking license plate and send you a ticket. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not used to any of that. But, maybe, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't really want to live around that many people. I'm more of like a suburbs person. Like, I really liked Frisco. It's a nice place. Frisco was pretty nice. And, it was next to another place called McKinney. That was really nice too. I didn't know South Carolina had tolls. Probably I saw them, but I haven't been in South Carolina for like 10, 12 years. So I don't know, but I don't know. Honestly, I'm not sure that I don't think I want to move to a city that's bigger than the city that I live in. Like, I'm looking for peace. I don't want to spend my whole life driving, like, or stuck in traffic. Like, have you guys ever followed or watched YouTubers? Like, I got some YouTubers. I didn't look for them, but there's a lot. I mean, as we all know, people move every day, right? There's YouTubers vlogging their lives. They're living in Africa. They're living in different countries, and I might want to go that route. I don't know. I'm not against big cities, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm in a big city right now, but I don't think I want to go to one that's bigger. Like, Dallas was huge. Like, like, it was really, really big. Um, I don't know. I would go, like I said, I would go back. But I would rather be in the Cayman Islands with only like 60,000 people, where it's like 85 degrees every day. Like, that to me sounds better. Right now, anyways. I'm at a point in my life where, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. But you got me off the topic of Anton Daniels. Um, but like I definitely I wouldn't live in a place like Detroit. It has nothing to do with like race or anything. But like Detroit's also cold. Hell nah. Do I like Anton Daniels? I'm going to answer that question in about 60 seconds. I'm going to drink an ice cold water. I'll be back. Now, before I answer that question, can I get you guys that are in here tonight to like this stream and make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel? It only takes like 2 or 3 seconds. And let me assure you that it is painless. So, you, Mr. Alexander Bryant 9875, make sure that you like this channel right now, right now. Make sure that you guys subscribe and make sure that you guys like this stream. It is 1:15 in the morning. I'm coming at you live from the West, which is the best. Sorry, South Carolina. Oh my goodness. So, you said that you were driving. Are you a truck driver? So I am going to answer your question. I didn't forget. We're going to take a quick break for like 30 seconds. I got to grab my laptop, so I will be right back. right, I am back. So we have a question. All right, I am back. Somebody wants to know if I like Anton Daniels. Hmm. Well, here's how I'm going to answer the question. I'm subscribed to Anton Daniels. I watch a few of his videos every week. I don't know how many, but enough. I will say that just like with anyone, there's things that I like about him, but I don't like the, throwing women under the bus and trashing black people for views. But on the other hand, I understand why he's doing it. You probably weren't in here where I already explained that I understand that a lot of these channels, Fresh and Fit, any Manosphere channel, the Hodge twins, all those people that are controversial, most of those people say the things that they say just to get views, because views equal money. So I know that he's just doing it to get money. So it all depends on how you look at it, like I said before, are you a person that is okay with doing and saying anything for money? Or are you somebody who cares about your reputation, how people perceive you, your legacy? So, he is the one with the million subscribers and counting. But when you get old, one day on your deathbed, how do you want to be remembered? Do you want to be remembered as someone who did anything for money? Okay, how about this? Let me give you another example. Let's say like the singer Cassie, the one that was messing with Diddy, right? Obviously, there was a power dynamic where, Diddy's a much older man and he got Cassie when she was like 19 or 20 or very young. She obviously most likely was very naive. She doesn't know how the industry works. And people like Diddy know that. That doesn't mean that he didn't really like her or this, that, whatever. However, Cassie was willing, because it never came out that she had a gun to her head where she had to do any of the stuff that he was saying. I gather that Diddy's a freak, in the sheets. He likes all types of genders, or he likes both genders. And it came out that Cassie was doing some nasty stuff with prostitutes and things, right? So, like, we know that what Diddy did was wrong. However, like, do you want to be someone like Cassie that was just doing anything? Like, that's how I just see it. Like, are you someone who will just do anything for money? Like, you're thinking in the now, like, I want the millions now. Like, don't get me wrong, I want millions too. I'm not saying I don't want millions. I'm not one of these people that will say, like, I'm not one of these people who would say, like, money's not everything. Like, the people who say, well, money's not everything. Well, if money's not everything, give me all your motherfucking money. If money doesn't, people will say, like, money doesn't make you happy. Okay, please give me all your fucking money then. If money doesn't make you happy and you were happier when you didn't have any money, please give me the money that you have and I will go to the Caymans right now and I'm sure that I could be fucking happy. Because I know what it's like to not have money. I know what it's like to I would say I don't know what it's like to be like rich, but I know what it's like to literally have no money. I know what it's like to be struggling. I know what it's like to have, I would probably say, more money than what you need or like to feel comfortable. And let me tell you right now, I would rather feel comfortable than to be struggling or not have any money. I'm sorry. I don't know what these people are talking about when people say, I don't need a lot of money or money is not everything. Have these people even had money? Because I don't know what they're talking about. But I know that when I brought up Cassie, I don't know if my analogy came across the way that I intended, but what I'm trying to say is that when Cassie is an old woman one day, or like if the world is still going and she passes and people reflect on the life of Cassie, what is she going to be known for? She's going to be known as a woman that was flying all over the country, or whatever, sleeping with all kinds of prostitutes, doing drugs. Like, yes, Diddy plays a part in it, but she was also an adult doing this. And like, I mean, at what point do you accept like responsibilities for your actions? Like, okay, like, yes, I get when she's like 19, like she's being groomed. But what about like 10 years later when she's like 28 or 29? Like, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. I just feel like it depends on how people think. She might be known as a survivor of abuse. Is she a survivor of physical abuse? Or is she somebody that, I don't know. I don't know, man. All I'm saying is, haven't we all not noticed the same pattern? These people blow up. I mean, I don't know how long you've been watching YouTube, but do you remember Derek Jackson? He still is. He was a popular black, I would say, kind of like dating coach. And he got exposed like 4 or 5 years ago. So if you've never heard of him, that's why. He was just uh like pastors or like these people that want to make it seem like, oh, I'm happy. These people that portray themselves that they're Christian, they're conservative. I've been married. That's another thing. Anton Daniels is always telling the viewer that he's been married for 20 years. Like, I don't know what videos you watch of him, but the videos where, and I talked about this last night in the live, the videos of Anton where like he seems to like to do these videos about people catching HIV and STDs in Atlanta and Houston and all these places. And then when he does those videos, he always talks about how he's glad that he's married, he's not in the streets. That's what he says, right? But isn't he like being accused of cheating on his wife? But he's always bragging and talking about how he's not in the streets like the rest of us losers. He's not in the streets. He's been married for 20 years. All those people who talk about, oh, I've been married for 50 years. My grandparents have been married. That don't mean shit. It doesn't mean nothing. It only means you stayed married. It don't mean that you're happy. It doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that either one of them didn't step out. It only means that you grew up in a time where it was frowned upon to get a divorce. Like in 2026, people that are coming up now, if you're not happy, you just file and move on. These people's grandparents who've been together for 40, 50, 60 years, when they were coming up, it was an embarrassment to get pregnant outside of marriage. The things that we do now would not fly, 50, 60 years ago. So like when people tell me about how This is just in general, nothing to do with Anton. But I'm sure we've all met people where it's like, oh, my grandma and grandpa have been married for, X amount of years. And do you know if your grandpa's been faithful to your grandma the whole entire time? He doesn't have no babies on the side. He never laid a hand on your grandma. Like, come on. But anyways, so when Anton Daniels would say that stuff, I knew, like, I just had a feeling that, like, eventually it's only going to be a matter of time. All these people who talk big about how long they've been married for, usually the guy gets caught up into some type of scandal. The same thing with pastors. They're a man of God, right? Why are they always busted with young boys and cheating on their wife? It's one or the other. So it's like, stop putting your faith in these people. Uh, like, I don't know. That's just how I see it. Alexander Bryant 9875, are you still there? But that's just how I see it. I don't get all like, "Oh my god." Like, for example, even in my own family, extended, not immediate, there are people that in my own family on the outside looking in will be one of those stories where you're like, so and so's been married for 40, 50 years. It don't mean nothing. It doesn't mean anything. You don't know what's really going on behind closed doors. Like, I almost think that I almost think that Anton Daniels, that studio that he's showing that's supposed to be for like his business, he's living there. He's probably not even living at home. That's what I think. Like, I'm not saying for sure, but I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. So I want to take some time out to encourage you guys to check out these other videos that are on the screen right now. All of these videos were made by me, the Kelly Sphere. Make sure that you guys like this video, by the way, and make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel. All four of these videos, and the one in the top left corner was dropped today, and let's see if it hit 2,000 views yet. But we were at like 1,700 like a few hours ago. But I want you guys to check these videos out. All of these were released in like the last 10 days. So you guys don't want to miss these videos. Oh my gosh, hold on. We are at 1,551 views of the video in the top left corner. So that is truly amazing. Make sure you guys check out these other videos. Stay on top of the Anton Daniels drama, the saga. It will be so nice, like, for this drama to keep going if his wife came out and said something, or if we could get like some concrete evidence of cheating. Man, that would be like another 3 months talking about it. You know what's so shocking is that I cannot believe that him sitting down with Corey Holcomb It's been almost a month and we're still talking about this. Like, that's wild to me how long this, drama has been dragged out. Usually these type of things, they get dragged out for about a week. We're almost at a month now. It's crazy. So I'm going to take a quick 60-second break to drink an ice cold water. You guys, make sure that you like this stream right now. Make sure that you guys hit that notification bell. Support the channel. It's free to hit the like button. If you got a finger, hit the like button. We will be back in 60 seconds. Make sure that you guys check these videos out. All right, I am back. So before I start talking about Anton Daniels again, I want to inform you guys of my next video that's coming out very, very soon. Are you a Serena Williams fan or hater, or you like hearing about topics like this? This video is coming out on February 10th. Did Serena Williams get surgery? The transformation of Serena. Yes. So this is where I need you guys to make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel, because you don't want to miss a video like this. You guys don't want to miss this. So make sure that you guys like this stream and subscribe, and make sure that you are there watching this video on February 10th. So, how much longer do you guys think that, the Anton Daniels, Corey Holcomb, the disrespect of Anton Daniels' wife, the alleged cheating, all of this, how much longer do you guys think this will be milked for? Like I was saying just, like a minute ago, I am shocked, like honestly shocked, how long this story has been going on for. It's like a soap opera. It's like a soap opera. Most drama like usually it dies down after a week. I feel like this drama is still like pretty strong. So, I don't know, I'm just shocked. And there really hasn't been much new development. A lot of some content creators are going through like old, videos of Anton and digging up his past. But there's obviously no new development. There hasn't been a like nobody knows for sure if he was cheating on his wife. It looks pretty like almost like obvious that he probably was, but no concrete proof. So, what do you guys think? Another week on this story? Like, I don't know, I'm just shocked. Just shocking. So I guess Alexander Bryant 9875 left. If you are still here, drop a comment. I know that you said that you were driving trucks, so if you are still here, drop a comment. We got a new comment that I cannot understand. We at the beginning or the end, champ. So I've been live right now for 2 hours and 16 minutes. I start my lives about 15 minutes. I start the live and I wait about 15 minutes to get people in here first. So I've been talking for about 2 hours. And the live started 2 hours and 16 minutes ago. I'm probably willing to go for another 45 minutes. I am coming at you live from the west. It is 1:42 in the morning. So I probably got to end this before 2:30 because I would like to sleep. If that's okay with you guys. I would like to sleep because I want to be up by probably 9:45. So as long as I get 7 hours of sleep, I'm good. So I guess you could say that I am towards the end, but if there's participation in the chat, then we will go for up to another 45 minutes or so. We are talking tonight about Mr. Anton Daniels. He is one of the most talked about YouTubers to start 2026. This drama that happened with him going to the 5150 podcast of Corey Holcomb, and it's been more than 3 weeks, almost a month, and we're still talking about it. Yes, YouTubers are getting rich in views and money talking about Anton Daniels, his every move, his every thought, his grift. Is he still with his wife? The things that he says and doesn't say about his wife. The women that he's allegedly cheating with. Yes, the drama. So, to the individual who asked me if we're at the beginning or the end, if you're still in here, this video, this live stream is about how I asked the question, would you do and say anything to get money? I believe that some of the things that Anton Daniels says about women, about black women, and about black people on his videos, I believe he's just saying it to, go viral, to get a reaction out of people, because that's what sells. Negativity and drama sells. His views, sorry, not his views, his channel has doubled in 7 months. He went on the Just Pearly show or podcast. I don't know. I never watched it. He went on there on June 23rd, 2025. And another YouTuber pointed out that on that day, about 7 months ago, he had 587,000 subscribers. And before this whole Corey Holcomb thing, I noticed that his channel was just rapidly, his subscribers were just increasing at a rapid rate. I noticed it because, like, I'm subscribed to more than 200 channels. So, I mean, when you watch certain people, I mean, his channel just, props to him. It's growing super fast. I almost thought to myself, like, is he buying subscribers? Because this growth is not normal. But he used tactics that he learned from Just Pearly to grow his channel, by being more controversial and saying things that are going to piss people off, but they're going to keep watching anyway. So it works. But what I'm saying is, I don't know, I guess for me, why I haven't done that yet, I'm not, who knows, I might one day be like, I'm gonna throw, so and so under the bus for views and clicks and money. I just haven't gotten to that point yet, because I think about things like my legacy, how I want to be remembered. And if I got to the point where I had a sizable following, I want to be able to proudly be able to tell people in real life about what I do. Like, I guess this is work. So I would like to be able to proudly tell people what I do. I don't want to feel shame where I have to hide what I do, because I know that I'm saying things on my YouTube channel that are not right, that are rude, that are, that I know that when the person goes and clicks on the video, they're going to be like, WTF, what the fuck, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she talks like this. So I think about that, obviously, nobody, I mean, who knows? Maybe when you die, you just die. But I would rather, I obviously, like, of course, I would like to be remembered in a positive light. Right now, who knows how I'd be remembered. I just don't want to be the person on the internet, where I got to throw black men under the bus. Because trust me, I got a lot of things that I think and can say about different groups. I just don't do it on my channel. Who knows? Maybe I'll switch up one day, and then you guys might be talking about me. But tonight we're talking about Mr. Anton Daniels. And, he went more controversial to get views. And I mean, views and money go hand in hand. He's after the money. Everything he's doing is for money. It's for money. We've got a comment here from Don Fetty. Thank you for your comment and participation. I really appreciate that. Yeah. Anton Daniels. Okay, is he really that bad? Probably not. I mean, well, is he? Okay, he's not as bad as some other people like the Hodge twins. Oh, okay. We got another comment here. Thank you. I'm not too much up on the guy's content. I saw the drama with him and Corey Holcomb. All right, so while you're in here, I'm going to ask you some questions then. Okay, so who do you think, well, how about this? Do you think that Anton Daniels or Corey Holcomb were serious about, going outside and handling their business like men? Like, I'm sure you've seen the clip. I believe Anton was the one saying, let's go outside. Like, I don't want to say what I think. I would like you to answer that if you're still in here. Do you believe that they were serious? Like they were about it? Do you guys think that they were serious? Or were they pump faking, hoping that the other one wasn't gonna be like for real? And so yeah, that's my question. So hopefully you answer like pretty quick. And while I'm waiting for the answer to that question, I want to remind you guys to check out all 4 of these videos that I have released in the last like 10 days about Anton Daniels. So take a mental note of these videos and make sure that you guys check them out. So make sure that you guys like this channel and make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel and make sure that you like this live stream. We're going to see if he's going to answer the question. So we got an answer. Well, I know that nobody really wants to be hit in the face. Certainly some pump faking on both sides. All right, I agree. I do not think that Anton Daniels really wanted to go outside and handle anything. The dude is 5'8". I should get really raw. When I finally get to the point where I'm willing to say anything for clicks and views, I'm gonna get raw. Let's keep it real. I don't know how tall Corey Holcomb is, but he appears bigger than Anton Daniels. Anton Daniels is 5'8". He ain't scaring nobody. What man is afraid of another man that's barely like 5'8"? Come on now. Like, I'm not even afraid of Anton Daniels. Like, why would I be afraid of him? Like, he was just saying that. And then if something happens, if Anton Daniels is such the businessman, he's going to sue Corey Holcomb anyways. Or call the police. Like, let's be real. So, I agree with what you said. I think that Anton Daniels was pump faking. He's not serious. He said that, Anton Daniels was saying that Corey Holcomb was wolfing. I've never heard that before, but I'm going to start using that. I think that him sitting in Detroit in his penthouse and knowing that Corey Holcomb, I believe the show's in California, so that you're like 2,500 miles away probably. um how come you weren't talking like this when you were sitting right in front of him? You wait until you're at least, I don't know how far Detroit is from California, but it's got to be more than like 2,000 miles. Probably, okay, like at least to Colorado is already going to be like, okay, so it's probably like 3,500 miles away. You wait till you're safe at home in Detroit to get all hard, but you wasn't really talking like this when he was right to your face. Okay, we got another comment. Let me change the background real quick. While I'm changing the background, can you guys believe it? This is a great time to like this stream and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss other lives like this. Oh my God. We got a comment. It's easy to get riled up, then be like, really, I don't want to get into a physical altercation. I'm 5'7" and I'll fight, but I don't want to have to fight if I'm not invested in fighting. I will say this, for myself anyways. I'm not really trying to physically fight nobody. I just want to be at peace. Like, that's just a I don't know, how would I say this? That's just where I'm at right now. I don't want to be fighting and doing all this, like, every day. I'm tired. Like, I'm not like tired, but I mean, like, I don't want to do that. I just want to be to myself. I don't want no drama. I don't want no problems. Like, I really don't. Like, I really don't. But one thing I noticed about men is that, man, you guys, I don't know, obviously we know men are, I don't even know why I was going to say men are different than women. We know this already. That was stupid of me to think, to say something we already know. But, obviously men like to show off. Men like to act hard and tough. I'm just like, I don't know, man. Like, I thought for sure Anton Daniels was pump faking. I don't even believe any of that. I mean, he was saying it to look hard and tough, but he was hoping and praying that Corey Holcomb did not take him up on his offer to go outside. If I'm upset enough, I'd fight anyone. So, Don Fetty, what part of the country are you watching from? Are you in the Pacific Northwest? Seattle, Portland, San Francisco, who knows? The West, California, Arizona, Nevada. Are you out in New England? Are you in the South, the Midwest? Why is my name Kelly Sphere? You guys ask some weird questions because that's the way I wanted to make it. My name is Kelly, and that's just how I name my channel. I don't know how else to answer that question. Why do people name channels all types of names? Because that's what they wanted to do. So I don't know. Do you not like my name? It doesn't really matter because, it's not like I'm going to really change it. The Sphere part. Man, you ask, I don't know. It's not really that deep. I just picked the name. When I started this channel 2 years ago, I started YouTube on February 14th, 2024. If you guys don't believe me, you can go to my page right now and see I started on February 14th, 2024. I was going by the Kelly, but you could never find my name. Oh, watch that tone. Well, you know how black women are. They got attitudes and shit. So so you could never find my channel in the search bar. So I wanted to keep the Kelly because I am Kelly. And I am Kelly. So I don't know, it's just something. I think one day, finally, after like a year and some months, I went to like a place where they like, I don't know, I don't know. I did something where I used my name and then was thinking of like ideas like to change my name too. So now if you if you type the Kelly Sphere, like do it right now, guys. But before you do it, like the stream and subscribe right now. If you type the Kelly Sphere in your YouTube search bar, I come up. But before, if you just type the Kelly, then Kelly Rowland, Kelly Clarkson, Kelly Ripa, like obviously other popular Kellys, they were popping up. You couldn't even find me like at all. So, it's just, it is what it is. I like it and it's what it's gonna be. You better watch that tone. Anyways, you're from the UK. So I've been to the UK. Oh my gosh. So you're in England. I've been to London twice. And I've been to Ireland. I'm a well-traveled Negro. I've been to London twice. I've been to Ireland twice. I've been to Wales and I've been to Scotland. So I know what it's like over there. I would love to go back. I went there in 2010 and I went in 2015. I don't know why you didn't just say that you live in London because like I don't know. I don't know why you said the UK. I mean, I know what you mean, but like just say I'm in London. When I guess where I was when I went to London, I stayed in Kensington. I think it was Kensington. So like I don't know how you guys call it, but like the Kensington neighborhood. I know you know what I'm talking about. Um and I studied at some university over there. I can't even remember the name of the university. But I've been to London. I had a great time, definitely. And it's been like 11 years. I would love to go back over there. But I would only want to go to Europe in the summer. Like, I don't want to go there before like May. I live in Arizona. It's like 86 degrees. It's between 80 and 80, like 6 every day. And I don't want to be there in Europe if it's all cold. I have no idea what that is Celsius, but just know that probably to you, okay, 86 degrees is like what a summer day would be like in London. But I definitely like London. Shout out to you, Mind the Gap. So if anyone's been over there, Mind the Gap, he knows what I'm talking about. It's completely different than where I'm at right now. So shout out to you. You're following United States drama. You're following like ghetto dramas in America. You know what's weird? How come like I don't see like a lot of people like in Europe like on YouTube? I feel like YouTube is mostly just Americans. Like I don't see like European people. Like I don't know. I don't really see those. I Don't get me wrong. I've seen some. But not very many. What is a yank? Like the New York Yankees? Like, I don't know. Oh my gosh, you got somebody hating on you right now. They said European. London. Well, I'm glad to have. Oh my gosh. I'm glad to have people listening and watching from Europe. That is awesome. So for you, if you're in London, then it'd be about 9 o'clock in the morning, am I right? Without me looking it up, it's like 9:06 in the morning. It's either 9:06 or 10:06. So let me know in the comment section what time it is in London. Because I believe that, where I am is 8 hours behind. Oh gosh. We got a little drama going on in the comment section. Oh my gosh, you can't just answer what time it is. Apparently we got people watching the live from College Park, Georgia. That's the only college park I know. If you're really from Georgia, how do you like it out there? I've been to Atlanta a couple times. Mm-mm. Nope. In Europe, they're not saying the N word. Come on now. What do you love about Atlanta? Like, the press that comes out of Atlanta is actually pretty negative. Like, maybe when you live there, it doesn't seem like it, but like, I would say most of the videos that I see, I don't really click on them, but they'll like talk about like, do not move to Atlanta. They'll say like how like there's a 20,000 people got AIDS this year in Atlanta or Houston, and like whether those reports are true or not, it doesn't look good when you're not from there. You're like, I'm not going over there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a comment about Atlanta, honestly. I went there like about 2 times. The last time was like, maybe like, okay, it was 8 years ago I went to Atlanta. But obviously, when you go somewhere, I didn't go around the whole damn city and suburbs, but like, I don't know. I don't really have, honestly, for myself, I don't got nothing to say about it, good or bad. Um I don't know. I'd have to go back and see. All I can say is like in social media, I don't know, they talk pretty negative about Atlanta. So I don't know. And okay, and another thing, I mean, I'm sure you've heard this. They're always talking about how everybody's down low in Atlanta. So all this like, so like, I don't know, that's just what people talk about, like about Atlanta. So it's like it doesn't appeal to me like, oh, I want to go over there if everybody's on the down low, like like, like I don't. I'm sorry, but If you didn't live there and all people talk about Atlanta for is, yeah, of course they talk about the Black Mecca, but they also talk about every dude is down low. I see videos and pictures like on like Instagram of men are wearing dresses now. Not dresses. Black young men. Like when I say black and young, I mean actually young. They look like early 20s. They're all in skirts. Like, I don't know. I'm not really trying to see this stuff. I'm just like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know. Like where I live, we have, those type of people, but it seems like in a place like Atlanta, it'd be like times 20. Like a lot. But I don't know. I'm not trying to hate on Atlanta. I wouldn't mind going over there, of course. I would go anywhere. I would have to go back over there. I would have to go to Georgia for a couple weeks. Like I don't like you can't really judge a place off of going there for like 2 days. You need to okay, like how I like to travel, like you fly into Atlanta, you stay somewhere, you stay in the Atlanta metro, and you go all over and do different things for a couple weeks to get to know what the city's like, how the people are really like. Not flying in for the weekend or to go to the club, or you're there on business really quick for 2 days and then you fly out and then you think that Atlanta. Like, that's not. So honestly, I really don't have nothing to say about Atlanta because I've never been there long enough. I think one time I went there for about 3 or 4 days. And then, honestly, I don't even freaking remember. It was like 10 years ago, 8 years ago. The clubs are demonic. I never partied in Atlanta. When I went to Atlanta, I stayed at a friend's house. And I didn't really she was kind of like a homebody, so we never went out and did anything. So it was kind of boring. Like, I didn't really have fun, you know. So that's why I'm saying I can't really say much about Atlanta cuz I didn't do nothing. But I don't think I would talk to any guy from there because, like, I don't know, man. You guys are, like I was saying, the men are portrayed pretty negatively. But I don't know. But I would go back and visit and just see, like I said, for a couple weeks to see what Atlanta is like. We got a comment. You were close to my sides when you were in the UK. I don't know what sides mean. What did I do in the UK? Well, as someone who has a channel talking about other people, I don't normally talk about myself. But all right. Okay, so I went to the UK twice. I went with my university that I graduated from, which is Arizona State. And I did what they call a study abroad. So I went to Europe. I did a study abroad where it was London, Dublin, and Edinburgh. It was 6 weeks. So we flew from Phoenix, Arizona to London nonstop. And we flew from Phoenix to London. I studied, I can't, honestly, I would have to look all this up, like what schools I was attending, but I studied at, a study abroad is basically I'm taking classes from Arizona State, but we are doing them over in Europe, right? So I don't know. I went to some school in London, can't remember the name. And then, we were in London for like 3 weeks. And obviously, when the point of the study abroad is to get educated, to study, but you're also seeing that new place that you're going to. So I will say this about London. I had an amazing time. It is probably the best trip I ever took, because I would say, because it was the longest one. Like, it was a 6 week trip, Basically from Arizona, we went to London. There was two study abroad groups, but I was in one group with probably like 30 people, for example. I was doing a communication study abroad, and there was another study abroad, but I don't know what they were studying. But we all traveled together, so there was like 70 students and teachers combined. And so we first went to London. We were there for 3 weeks. Then we went to, did we go to Ireland? No, then we went to Ireland for 2 weeks. And then we went to Scotland for 1 week. I mean, I don't know. I don't remember it with the order, if it was Ireland and Scotland, but like, I don't know. I know for sure that we went to London first. It was 3 weeks. Ireland was 2 weeks, and Scotland was 1 week. And I had a great time. It was amazing. We went there in the summertime. We went there in the end of May, and we came back in the beginning of July. So it was 6 weeks. It was great. I will just say that when I came back to America, that it did take a couple days to like get the time right, because when you're in Europe for 6 weeks, now I'm living my life like 8 hours ahead. And then when I came back to Arizona, now I'm 8 hours behind. So it was kind of weird, like trying to sleep. Um, my major, what did I major in? Well, for that study abroad, we were studying communication. I minored in communication. So I didn't take the study abroad because I was really trying to learn. I think that most people that do a study abroad, the real reason is because you want to travel. Because, like, it was a lot of fun going to school during the day. And then what we were really doing, you guys want to know what we were really doing? We were partying and drinking every damn night. We were partying every night. Let me tell you, partying in London, I don't know how it is now in 2026. Partying in London, like a decade ago, was amazing. Like, the clubs, I don't even know what time they closed. Like, I remember going to clubs and walking outside of the club at like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. It was crazy out there. And one thing I like about London, versus like cities in America outside of New York, um, like when you're in London, like, I'm not even making this up. Like, I was meeting people from countries that I never heard of. Or like, if I did hear of them, like, they're like the most obscure countries. Like, when you're in London, like, it's not like being in Phoenix or Atlanta or Houston. Like, of course, in all those cities you have Mexicans, or you have Russians, like, you have Venezuelan, stuff like that. Like, I don't want to use the word normal, but it's normal to, like, oh, meet a Mexican today, or I'm gonna, leave my house and talk to a Russian or a Serbian. Like, that to me is like pretty normal. But when I was like in London, I was meeting people from like when they told me, I know what they were talking about, but I never, like, if you just stay in the US, I'm never going to meet people from those countries. They were telling me like countries, like, I swear, like, I'll take it back. I don't want to say I never heard of them, but I mean like countries that are not normal, like to meet people, like in the US. Like, so it was crazy, like every day, like everywhere you go, like when you're because in London, you're walking down the street. It's not like Atlanta, Phoenix, all these places where I went to Leicester Square. I don't know if you guys have this club still, but do you guys have Ministry of Sound? If you guys still have that club, like I went to a lot of clubs, but I remember Ministry of Sound specifically. I had so much fun in Ministry of Sound. Like if you guys ever more obscure than Kazakhstan, I'm talking about like some random places. Like what the fuck? Like countries in Africa, like I just weird, like just like I don't know how to explain it. Like when you're in Arizona and you walk outside your house and you meet people, you're gonna meet white people, black people, and Mexican people. Like that's what you're gonna normally see. Now, of course, some of those white people could be from Europe, but probably not. We don't have a European, we don't have a strong European presence in Arizona is what I'm getting at. So it's not like I'm gonna be like walking around Phoenix and just meeting Europeans all the time. Yes, every once in a while you'll meet someone, they're like, oh, I'm, from London or, whatever, but it's not common. Like, I don't go outside and then like I talk to this person, she says, oh, I'm from Ecuador. Then the next person's like, I'm from the Falkland Islands. Then this person's from Madagascar. Like, that's kind of like what I mean by places that you wouldn't normally, like, you've heard of these countries, but like, it's not like in London, it's normal. In like Phoenix, Arizona, it's not normal. I would imagine in Atlanta that you don't leave your house and every person's from another country. Yeah, I'm sure in Atlanta that most people are white or black. You got a few Latinos and that's pretty much it. You're not going to have like, oh my God, that person's from Suriname. That person's from the Maldives. That person's from, like, I don't know, just way more diverse. Way more diverse. And I like that. Like that's the place where I seen the most diversity. Yes, every state has Iranians and Palestinians. But what I mean is when you go outside, like let's just say you went down to the club district. Since Atlanta's like heavily black, it's gonna skew like very black, where you are. When you're like in London, where all the clubs are, it's not skewing like heavily black. It's like all kinds of people. I don't know how to like say it any better. Like, so like also too, like over there, they're not really saying like white people. People are like describing themselves by the country that they're from. So like what I'm getting at is like you got Americans, you're gonna have people from different, so like when I see black people in London, it's not like when I was in London, I wasn't seeing black people. I was looking at Africans of different countries. Besides the group that I'm in, you're not going to see like black people just like walking in London. They're not black Americans like in the sense how we talk about race. They're all the blacks that you see are from Africa. Or like even if they were born in, in London, their parents are from Africa. So you're dealing with you're seeing Africans is what I'm getting at. You see a lot of Indian people in London, like a lot. like a lot of Indians, a lot of African people, um, and a lot of countries that are like I would consider obscure. Then when you go to Ireland, Ireland is more white than London. Ireland doesn't really have all these other races or all these different countries over there. Ireland was definitely more like how like cities in America are. It was mostly just Irish people, you know, the locals or whatever. And I believe Scotland was pretty much the same way. I'm not saying that there wasn't other races there, but it was not very many. But London was like the mecca. Like, I don't know. That was a true melting pot. So Don Fetty knows what I'm talking about. Like, London is a true melting pot. Out of everywhere I've ever been, that had the most diversity I've ever seen. And so yeah, so London sums up, it was great. The only thing I will say is the food tastes better in America. I'm sorry. Food over there, I don't know, man. There were some places, but things cost too much when you're from America. Well, I don't know how the British pound is right now. I think it's been devalued, but when I went there, it was worth like 33% more than America. So you're losing a lot of money every time you buy something when you're American going over there. So things were very expensive, and I don't know. I didn't think the food I think American food tastes way better. Obviously, I'm not saying that every restaurant in America tastes good. They don't. But like, I don't know, like their versions of American food, the American food tastes better in America than getting American food over there. Do I know why the UK is like what? But like honestly, I do want to go back to I do want to go back to the UK because it's been like 10 years now since I've been there. But I would really like to go to like Portugal, Spain, Greece, Italy, like the Mediterranean countries. Like that's where I would like to go and see the Mediterranean. American food is black food. We got a new comment. Explain how American food is black food. Because now, if we want to get technical, when black people were enslaved and brought to America, the food that black people are eating on TikTok, because I watch food reviews, the food that black people love to eat and get it seasoned to perfection. I watch these videos. I know you guys have seen them. Catfish, baked mac and cheese, collard greens, lemon pepper chicken wings, right? Black people were not eating that in Africa. Come on now. Black people were not eating catfish with baked mac and cheese in Togo or Benin or Nigeria. Come on. Stop. American black food is nothing like what people are eating in Africa. Yes, KFC is black American food now. But what I'm saying is when black people were taken from Africa and brought to America or brought to the Caribbean, They were not eating baked mac and cheese with catfish in Nigeria. You want me to believe that the slaves were eating catfish, lemon pepper chicken wings, baked mac and cheese, collard greens. What else do y'all like to eat? Okay, black Americans aren't Africans, but you came from Africa. It doesn't matter. But the point is, when you say American food is black food, black people came from Africa. When they were in Africa, they were not eating any of that. So when they came to America, how did the slaves that came to America learn about catfish and collard greens and all that? How? I didn't know that when you say South Indians, you mean people from India, right? I don't know what a South Indian is, but I know what an Indian is. So I didn't know that they own all the KFCs in London. So I got a question for you guys. Do you guys watch food review channels? Because I actually did a video about this recently, so let me know if you guys have heard of Keith Lee, LA Try Guy, King Stratz, or Mr. Chime Time. Let me know. I want to remind you guys that my next video is dropping on February 10th. We are going to be talking about Serena Williams. So why don't you just say Sri Lankan? I know what a Sri Lankan is. When you say like terms like South Indian, I don't know what the hell that is. Like I like I know what a Sri Lankan is. I know what I know where the Maldives is, Pakistan. Like you can just say the name of the country. But back to Serena. If you guys are, whether you're a Serena fan or a hater, don't miss this video dropping on February 10th. We're going to be talking about the transformation of Serena Williams. Did she get surgery? Did she skin bleach? She looks dramatically different than how she used to look. So what do you mean by this comment? I don't understand Egyptian polythe. I don't know. What does this comment mean? So to clarify, back to the comment about KFC. In London, KFC is really popular. So, do you guys have Popeye's chicken Do you guys have Church's Chicken? And what's the other one? Do you guys have Popeyes or Church's Chicken in London? I like KFC, but the chicken at Popeyes tastes better because KFC, I believe, has crispy chicken, but over at Popeyes, they got spicy. So I'm rocking with the spicy chicken. So Don Fetty, you don't see white people or, Europeans eating at KFC. Well, let me tell you, in Arizona, we have Church's Chicken, but not like a lot of locations. I would say the most, uh, actually, I would say none of the fried chicken places dominate Arizona like they would probably like in Atlanta. Like, there's a KFC a couple miles from my house, but outside of that KFC, the next one's probably like a half hour away. So I would say I think that Popeyes is the most popular. Churches, nobody talks about Churches. I actually just started eating at Church's Chicken again, like probably about 4 to 6 months ago, and I had not eaten there in like 20 years, probably. Like, I would say this. I was in Colorado a few weeks ago, and I got a chicken wing combo. It was like 6 wings with a side, a drink, and a biscuit for like $9.99. Let me tell you, let me tell you, Churches was hitting. Oh my gosh. Their chicken wings are bomb. Bomb. I swear. If you haven't been to Churches in a while, you need to go get that. Like, yes, their chicken wings were bomb. For fast food, like, oh my gosh, Church's Chicken in Colorado was bomb. Like, it was bomb. Like, I was impressed because Popeye's chicken wings are not good. I thought that they were good at first, but nah. I like the regular chicken from Popeyes, but I don't like their chicken wings. Like, at all. It's not good. But Churches? The biscuit, this is how I see them. Okay. I thought about this before. I think that KFC has the best biscuit when it's fresh. I think that Church's chicken biscuit is also really good. I don't know why, but I don't like the biscuit anymore at Popeyes. I used to, but it's always kind of hard. And then as far as chicken wings go, I'm giving it to Church's. And as far as mashed potatoes go, oh, Popeyes, like for sure. Like, I don't know, the chicken wings is hitting at Churches. Like, I obviously every location's gonna be different how they cook, but the one I went to in Colorado was off the chain, man. This shit was fire. Like, so like I said, chicken wings, I'm giving it to Churches. Biscuit, I'm giving it to KFC. uh Mashed potatoes, I'm giving it to Popeyes. Now I also like Bojangles, but Bojangles is not on the West Coast, so I've only had it twice. I had it like in the North Carolina airport. I don't know, I was like in Charlotte, North Carolina, I think, and I had Bojangles. And then I did a road trip somewhere in Virginia or North Carolina, and I also had Bojangles. Like, oh my gosh, I just remember it was good. I don't know what their breakfast is like, but I would love to eat at Bojangles again. Why wouldn't they sell biscuits in the UK? That's bullshit. Bojangles breakfast. Now I'm gonna have to take a trip to the South because, man, I'll say this. I want to go. I would love to go to the South and just to eat. Like, I just want to go to the South and eat. I want to eat bomb ass chicken wings. Like, bomb. Like, I need like bomb ass, crispy ass chicken wings. And I want to eat some baked mac and cheese. I do. I want me some good green beans. Like, oh my gosh. Like, you guys are probably like, oh, she's like 500 pounds. I'm actually not. But like, man, like, I want to eat some good barbecue and soul food. Like, that's one thing to go to the South for, is just to eat. Like, that's what I want to do. I can make them all in that kitchen, but I need it from a real Southern black woman or man. You guys are exporting your fast food culture over here. I don't got, it's 2026. Who's got time to be cooking and shit? We're in a go, I don't know where you live, but we're in a go, go, go world. You work all day, you come home, you sleep, and then you wake back up and go back to work. Yep. Well, you must got a lot of time on your hands. I don't think the average American has all this time unless they don't work. He meditates. Well, I don't got time to meditate. I got time to sleep, go on YouTube, and then go back to work. So, Samurai, yeah, you're the one who says you're in College Park, Georgia. I be watching a lot of food review people and just restaurants in Atlanta. Well, okay, here's another thing that I would say, observation without actually being over there. I don't like the fact that in Atlanta, according to the people that are making these videos, that a lot of your black owned restaurants in Atlanta, you gotta pay to park, and they include the gratuity automatically even if you take it to go. Why would I want to go to a restaurant and spend like $50 and then they charge me still like $10 to take the food to go? Like, I don't know, I never heard of that anywhere. You better stop with this white shit. Well, white people do not charge you to take food to go. Like, that's crazy. I could eat, like, it, let's say they were like, okay, I want to charge for the box, and like, you know, like, it costs money to get those boxes, the bags, the utensils, but it don't cost 20% of your meal. Like, that's crazy. How is that white shit? Think about this. If you attend black restaurants, you're actually spending more money than people attending the same. Okay, obviously outside of like fine dining restaurants, you're spending more money. Does it, like, why would I want to do that? Like, a lot of places that I'm just going off of what they're showing, they say they gotta pay to park. Why would I pay to park just to go to a regular restaurant? Why would I, like, I guess, okay, here's the thing. If you grow up somewhere and it's normal to pay to park to go to a restaurant, or it's normal that on a to-go order they charge you, then you're gonna think it's normal. But the other 49 states don't do that. So, like, I don't know. I guess when I go to Atlanta again, I guess maybe I'm taking an Uber or something, because I ain't paying nobody to park. That's why I don't go to Vegas no more. I only live 4 hours from Vegas. But Vegas is like, again, I don't know how old you guys are, but Vegas was a lot cheaper 15 years ago. Now they charge you to breathe in Las Vegas. Not really, but now they have all these resort fees, which make the price of your room almost double. Where before, you could get a nice hotel. You could get a nice hotel room in Vegas for 40 to 50 bucks a night. A nice room, not anything ghetto, right on the strip. But now, if I wanted to get that room, it might say 50, but then your resort fees also 50. Then like I just said, imagine you only live 4 hours from Vegas. So it's not like I'm going to fly over there. Like, I could. There's probably like 30 or 40 flights a day, but when you live that close to a place like Vegas, now I got an advantage where I could drive my car up there and I don't got to be paying for all these Ubers and Lyfts that are going to waste you like a lot of money. But now they charge for parking. Parking is like 20 to 40 bucks. So think about this. 15 years ago, 12 years ago, your hotel is $50. With taxes, it's probably $55. Now, the same fucking room is $50. Your resort fee's like $55. So now you're at $105. Now you got all these taxes. So now your room that used to be $55 with tax is probably like $120. Then you got to pay for parking. That's 20 to 40 bucks, which they never charged for parking before. So let's just say the parking's only 20. Okay. So now it's going to cost you $140 a day, where before it would cost you like $55. Now think about this. If you live like in a state that's very close to Las Vegas and you drive your car up there, you're saving money from like taking shuttles and Ubers and all that, right? Well, let's say I pick one of the cheaper hotels that's like 55 bucks a night, and then I want to go to a show at Caesar's Palace in the middle of the strip. Now, I drove my car there so I could get around, buy things and all that, so I don't feel trapped. So now, if I move my car from the resort that I'm staying in, and then I drive to another hotel to attend a show, I gotta pay for parking over there too. So you know what? I don't even go to Vegas no more. I ain't paying nobody for parking. I'm not paying. Like, I'm serious. Like, a lot of people will say like that they're not gonna do something. I don't go there anymore. And like, I don't know what you guys watch on YouTube, but there's like thousands of videos about Las Vegas. and how the tourism is down. There's been viral videos about $26 bottles of water. Like, that's crazy. A $26 bottle of water. And Vegas reaches temperatures up to 120 degrees. And they're trying to sell people bottles of water for $26. So I don't even go there anymore. I can gamble where I live. And I'm not paying nobody no resort fee, and I'm not paying nobody to park. Sorry, I'm not paying it. I'm thankful that I went to Vegas before it got too expensive. Like, it's just stupid. Like, this is one thing I don't like about America is the greed. Everything is about greed. Like, everything, okay, like, don't get me wrong, everywhere people are greedy, but like the people at the top in Vegas that own these establishments, they don't care about the consumer. They don't care about they don't care if you go to Vegas to like, they don't care if you have fun. They only want to get your money. So that's why I don't go over there anymore. It's just stupid. I'm not gonna go over there and just be wasting money like I'm a millionaire or something. Well, white people, yes. Well, look, I'm not paying black people in Atlanta to park a car, and I'm not paying white people in Vegas to park a car. I guess my car will stay parked in Arizona for free. Like, I live so close to Vegas. I've been there so many times. It doesn't mean the same thing for me than somebody who lives like far away. Like, I'm just imagining that, like if I was in Atlanta and somebody was like, you want to go to Vegas, it's going to seem like a big deal because, you're farther away. Like, I've been to Vegas and through Vegas so many times, it doesn't have the same effect on me. So that's why I'm not really tripping on like going there. Like, cause I've been there, I've been there a fair amount. I mean, and it's only 4 hours away. Like, there's so many, like when you fly from Arizona to Vegas, it only takes like 45 minutes. So in theory, you could fly to Vegas. The airport's right by the strip. It's like probably 2 miles away. You could walk around all day, gamble, do what you gotta do, and then catch the last flight of the day home. Like, you could go out there early in the morning and then fly home at like, you guys could fly home. Like, the last flight is probably like around 10 or 11. So like, I could fly if I wanted to. I could fly up there. Cause like, if I drive, it's gonna take 4.5 hours, right? And then you run the risk that there's police everywhere, like around the border of Arizona and Nevada. So if sometimes there's flights for like $40. I've seen flights as low as $12. You could fly up there in the morning, run around, do what you gotta do, and then just fly home at the end of the night. And I guess that would take care of, the resort fees and the parking. But then you still gotta take an Uber. I'm not even talking about the UK. Is Las Vegas in the UK? Americans are not making so much money. Who in America is making a lot of money? Besides Anton Daniels, who makes more than $100,000 a month. But like I said, I am paying no white person or black person to park a car. So, I want to remind you guys, because I know a lot of people just came in, make sure to check out these other videos that I made about Anton Daniels. All of these videos came out in the last 10 days. So make sure that you guys check out these videos. Make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel. We got some new people in here writing comments. I've been live for 3 hours and 31 minutes, so I don't really feel like rehashing the same talking points that I was talking about. What you just said about how Anton Daniels doesn't have anything bad to say about white men. I've already talked about why Anton Daniels does what he does for money. I love this comment. 100,000 a month to be in hell is wild. Well, for the new people who came in, I am going to end this stream probably in the next 10 to 15 minutes because it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I want to go to sleep because I got to be up in like about 7 hours. So, like I was saying before I got caught up in these, I am going to go back to the comments, but I want to remind you guys to make sure that you like this stream and subscribe to the channel. I will be live around the same time tomorrow night. So make sure that if you're just finding the channel right now, I think I went live around 11 something Arizona time, like 3 hours ago. So, make sure that you guys check out these other videos. The video in the top left corner just came out. I guess you could say yesterday now. It's almost at 1,600 views. So make sure that you guys check it out. And then I want to remind you guys, don't miss my next video. We're talking about the transformation of Serena Williams. Did she get surgery? It's going to come out on February 10th. We're going to talk about the weight loss drugs that she's taking, if she's skin bleached. Why does she look dramatically different? This ain't the Serena that I know. So make sure that you guys do not miss that video. So make sure that you guys like this video right now. Like it right now. I'm going to take a quick 60-second break so I could drink an ice cold bottle of water, and I'll be back. right, so I am back now, and I want to address a few comments. Don Fetty says, I talk all that nonsense for 100,000 a month. So you would sell your soul for 100,000 a month. What is the lowest amount required for you to sell your soul? Be honest. Would you sell it for 5,000 a month? Let me know. And I love this comment. I didn't know that Anton Daniels dissed Malcolm X. If you are still here, what was the diss about? Well, I don't think that Anton Daniels, he's not portraying himself on social media as a pro-black. Now listen to what I'm saying. He's not portraying himself. I don't know what he really is or not, because I can't believe, I can't take it seriously, the stuff that he says. But he doesn't portray himself as a pro-black. So because he's not portraying himself as a pro-black, like, he's not going to say negative things about white men. He's just not going to do it. I think that if he was one of them, like, who was that black dude that's really popular? He's also a grifter. Umar Johnson, Dr. Umar Johnson. If he was a guy like Dr. Umar Johnson, I don't even know what I was going to say next. If he was a man like Umar Johnson, somebody like that doesn't care to say disparaging comments about white men. But Anton Daniels is not trying to piss off white America. He's trying to get into their audience. Everything is about clicks, views, and money. Everything. So I think that I like to wrap up the show. It's been 3 hours and 38 minutes. Before you guys run, make sure that you guys like this stream right now. It's amazing how you have to constantly tell people the same stuff. But make sure that you guys like the stream right now. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank everybody who dropped a comment and made it fun. So I'll shout out to let's see, if you guys are still in here, the last couple people, shout out to Samurai Cam, shout out to Domnell 3981, shout out to Don Fetty, shout out to Cash Blix TV. Thank you guys for stopping in. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. It was a good time. Let's see. If you guys would like to donate to the Cash App, it is right at the bottom of the screen. Even if it's only $1, The Cash App is the Kelly24. I will be on tomorrow night. Now, this is in Arizona time, not necessarily in your time. I've been going live around 11:15, which is 1:15 in your area. I could try to start a little bit earlier, but it's pretty hard to start earlier. But either way, I would still be live, somewhere. I have to end the stream, like it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I got to be up at least by 10 o'clock. So I'm going to do another live stream tomorrow night, somewhere live. Maybe I might be able to go live around 9, but I keep saying that and then I get home later and don't have time. But check out these videos on the screen. If you can't make the live, check out these 4 videos. They've all come out in the last 10 days. The very first one just dropped yesterday. It's at 1,600 views. So make sure to check that out. Make sure that you guys hit the notification bell so that you're reminded when I go live. And don't forget to check out this video that I have on the screen right now. We got another comment. Okay, so I'm going to end the stream. Thank you guys all for coming in. I hope to see you guys tomorrow night, or I hope to see you guys commenting on one of my latest videos that are right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was the biggest grifter, Dante London. So I don't know why I keep saying Dante London. Anton Daniels, the biggest grifter. So I will see you guys tomorrow night.